Oh, what kind of music do y'all like?
All of it.
Okay. Well, I'm more of a country guy.
Is it okay if we record this and
Yeah, I don't
share it with others?
So, the reason I got into music is my parents, both my parents are really, my last name's Music, don't know if he told you that. Both my parents, they met in a band a couple years ago. I'm originally from Eastern Kentucky, so I'm way far away from home. I was listening to Pandora, and at that point I hadn't seen my grandparents or anything in like 5 years, like four years or something like that. We hadn't been home in a long time, and I heard Justin Moore does this song called Grandpa. It really every word of it reminded me of my grandpa, and I'm like, I'm gonna learn that song. Never picked up the guitar before in my life, and I went inside, and mom and dad went to my little brother plays baseball, so we went to a baseball game, and I picked it up and I learned it, and when they got home I was sitting there playing it. So, do y'all like the older country, newer country? Older country? Yeah, that's what I want. I want to bring country music back to what it was. This newer stuff is kind of weird. They got electronic drums and. I guess I'll do a few songs for y'all. I guess that's how this goes.
I told them I thought you might be playing this weekend. Do you have a...
Yeah, I am, but I don't. Are any of y'all 21? Nah? Yeah? You're 21?
21.
Say 20. Hey, you turn 21 by tonight?
This December I'll be turning 21. This December.
Okay. Well, if y'all 21. I play at Dodge City tonight, which is, a bar.
Explain how that works. If you're not 21, how can you do that?
I don't know.
It's the entertainer clause.
Yeah.
You can't buy liquor there, but
Yeah.
you can play for
Yeah.
others.
Yeah, I was at we played right before I moved from Victoria. We played in a club in Angleton called the Kicks Club, and it's still allowed. It's like the only club, like one of the only ones that's still allowed smoking. So we walked in, we got there like 6, and we walked in, and the smoke smell just hits you in the face. It's like knock you down. And by the end of the night, there were people smoking, and there were people blowing smoke up on the stage and stuff. By the end of the night, I got home from in Victoria at 6. That's when I crawled into bed that morning at 6. And when I took my clothes off and when I woke up the next morning, my whole room smelled like cigarette smoke. It was so bad. My guitar case smelled like it. I had to take my guitar out and air it out.
Teachers, please pardon the interruption. The recycling team has asked if you'll please place your recycle bins outside your door. Thank you.
When does school start now?
25.
I wanted to get their attendance before you arrived. Yes, perfect.
That's early. Yeah. One of my big inspirations is Chris Stapleton. He's from the same town in Kentucky that I'm from. My mom sung with him a few times. My aunt graduated with him. I've been listening to Chris since I was a little guy. So here's one of his songs. Well, I put that record on, and girl, you know what's on, and I let it play again and again. You're in every line, taking me back in time, and yet tonight I'm wondering, what are you listening to? Is it a cover band and some kind of sound bars with 99s and air guitars? Or is it something that gets you through? Just a sad song playing on the radio station, tears still falling, heart still breaking while you're hanging on. Or is it a love song about someone new? What are you listening to? just like me, trying to figure out how a good thing goes bad. And I don't know if I can let it go. And it's about to drive me mad. What do you listen to? Is it a cover band, some college town bars with na-na-nas and air guitars? Or is it something that gets you through? Just a sad song playing on the radio station, tears still falling, heart still breaking while you're hanging on. Or is it a love song about someone new? What do you listen to? Well, is it a feel-good song got you driving too fast? The one that's got you moving on past the past, or the kind that you can't help singing along, singing, whoa, whoa. Is it headphones on a downtown train, or a window seat on an outbound plane? Is it LA, sunny, or Memphis blue? I wish I knew, I wish I knew. What are you listening to? Is it a cover band and some college town bars with na-na-nas and air guitars? Or is it something that gets you through? Just a sad song playing on the radio station, tears still falling, heart still breaking while you're hanging on. Or is it a love song about someone new? What are you listening to? Well, I put that record on, and girl, you know what's on, and I let it play again and again. That was one of Chris's newer, no, not newer songs, but one of his first songs that everybody heard of. He's written songs for everybody, you know, George Strait. Y'all heard Drink a Beer, Luke Bryan? That's one of his most popular, everybody's heard. He wrote that song. You know, he sang Luke's harmony on that. Dr. Tharp's going to do what he does best over here. Going to pick up the bass and just rock out.
You don't mind.
God, no, not at all. You know, like I said, I want to bring country back to back to where it was. Sorry, my voice ain't the greatest right now. It's kind of rocky. I just woke up like 30 minutes ago. You know, didn't really. But I want to bring country back. You know, I joined this band. I'd say back May or June, something like that. Yeah, my first gig was like the day after graduation. It kind of sucked. I had to go to I went to project graduation, so I was there till like 4 or 5, and then I woke up that next morning and went to Yoakum and played. So, but until I started playing with them, I started playing with their lead guitar player, and I started doing acoustic shows with them. And they do a lot of the older country, like the Dwight Yoakam stuff like that. And that's what I want to bring country music, not all the way back to like when Willie Nelson first came out, because that was kind of that's traditional country, but I kind of like the more rockin' stuff. Dwight Yoakam does one Fast as You. Y'all know that one? Anyone?
What's the name of your band? I missed you.
The Shotgun Riders.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it used to be Clay Crockett and the Shotgun Riders, but Clay Crockett dropped out. He went into Christian ministry, so
Yeah,
that's good.
that's right.
So this one is Fast as You. Don't know if any of y'all know it. It's really fun to play. A lot of finger moving. Basically all it is. There is no chords in this song. It's the thing, but yeah. Maybe someday I'll be strong. Maybe it won't be long. And I'll be the one who's tough, and you'll be the one who's got it rough. And it won't be long, and maybe I'll be real strong. Maybe I'll do things right. Maybe I'll start tonight. And you'll learn to cry like me, Get up off of my knees, yeah, 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 yeah. Maybe I'll be fast as you. Maybe I'll break hearts too. I think that you'll slow down when your time to hurt comes around. Maybe I'll break hearts and be as fast as you. There's that one. You know, that's not all of it, but you know, that's one of my favorite Dwight Yoakam songs. Then he's got one called Guitars and Cadillacs. Funnest song. I love playing it. You know it, Dr. Tharp?
Heard that one.
Yeah. Girl, you taught me how to hurt real bad and cry myself to sleep. Taught me how this town can shatter dreams. Another lesson about a naive fool came from Babylon. Taught me that the pie don't taste so sweet. It's guitars, Cadillacs, and hillbilly music. Lonely, lonely streets that I come home. It's guitars, Cadillacs, and hillbilly music. The only thing that keeps me hanging on. Okay, then there's that one. You know, that was a little harder to play. And so that's, you know, Dwight Yoakam, big star. I think he's from Kentucky too. There's a lot of guys from Kentucky. Steve Wariner, anybody know Steve Wariner? Oh man, you young kids. I feel sorry for you. No, Steve Warner's a big. I don't really know what kind of music would you call Steve Wariner, Dr. Tharp?
It's not just country.
It's not just country because he does some like not rock because it's not like but yeah, Steve Warner's from Kentucky. A lot of guys, you know.
They often refer to Aaron as Kentucky.
Yeah, when I go to West, that's what they'll call me, Kentucky. That's where I'm. You know, when I moved from Kentucky, I went to Pennsylvania. I didn't really tell many people about that in Victoria because Pennsylvania sucked.
It's a lot longer. It's hard to say.
Yeah, I was there for like 8 months, so it didn't really count. I grew up listening to, you know, when we took trips, we had a vehicle with a 6-disc changer. So I grew up listening to a lot of different things. When we took a trip, I listened to anything from Journey. Y'all know Journey? Please tell me y'all know Journey. Okay. Journey, Foreigner. I know y'all don't know Foreigner. Foreigner's a little, you know, deeper into the tracks. Foreigner, Heart. I love Heart. You know, we had some Carrie Underwood in there. My mom, I love Carrie Underwood. One day, I'm telling y'all, you're going to see me up on stage because I'm going to be married to Carrie Underwood. I promise.
Wait, she's already married.
Shh.
Oh.
Carrie Underwood. And then my dad always had the Stevie Ray Vaughan in there. Love Stevie Ray Vaughan. He is one of my, you know, blues guys. I love playing Stevie Ray Vaughan. You know, you got Texas Flood, Pride and Joy, you know, any of them. You know Pride and Joy?
I've played it before. What can you do with it?
I guess E. Yeah, you heard about love and you decided to the blind. My baby loves me cause the sun will shine, and she's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby. I'm her little lover boy. Then he does Mary Had a Little Lamb. I love Harry Had a Little Mary. Mary had a little lamb, its fleeces broke the teacher's rules. What a time that they had that day at school. And then that song has 2 verses. That's all it is, 2 verses or 3. I don't know if you want to split that first one in 2, but 3 verses. The rest of it is Stevie just killing the guitar. I try to pick up the guitar sometimes and play Stevie. It's rough. He does one acoustic song. It's called Life by the Drop. Love that song. I can never. It's like. And that's the only chord I know in it is A. I can't figure out all the rest of them because Stevie's just like a god. It's what I say. You look up. You have your guitar players. You have Stevie Ray Vaughan. I don't know if you've listened to any Joe Bonamessa lately. I don't know if y'all know who Joe Bonamessa is. Y'all listen to any blues music? Any blues listeners in here? Yeah. Joe Bonamessa. Great, one of the greatest. Go home and look up Joe Bonamessa or, Passing Period or whenever you're allowed. I don't know when you're allowed to have your phones out.
He sends me a new song every week. He's just like constantly coming up with new stuff.
Oh yeah, he's amazing. One of his one of his newer ones on his newer album is No Good Place for the Lonely, and the guitar in it is just amazing, and then the vocals. I showed it to Mikey. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go in my room and blare this so no one can hear me. Yeah, I love blues music. If I can't get into country music, I hope by the time I get close, my guitar playing's there, so I can go in and play for somebody. That's
What are you playing tonight?
I'm playing a lot of all my songs are country. I've got those 2 Dwight Yoakam songs I played. I can tell you I have my set list here.
Set list. What is a set list? Does anybody know?
A set list is a song list that's separated into sets. So tonight we're gonna have 3 1-hour sets. We're gonna take a 30-minute break in between all the sets, except for the last one, because then that would be.
Because you go to like 1 o'clock.
We're going to 1:30. We start at 9:30 tonight. Let's see.
That's pretty typical when you're playing in a band around town.
Yeah.
3-4 hours with breaks in between.
Pat Green. Anybody know Pat Green? Wave on Wave. Yeah. Got like Kiss You Tonight, David Nail, Chicken Fried, The Chair. We got some George Strait.
Play some chicken fried for us.
Great chicken fried. A little bit of chicken fried. Cold beer on a Friday night. Pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio. Well, I was raised up beneath the shade of a Georgia pine. And that's home, sweet tea, pecan pie, homemade wine, where the peaches grow. In my house there's not much to talk about, but it's filled with love and grown in southern ground. And a little bit of chicken fried, a cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio up. I can see a sunrise, see love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child. No mother's love. Oh, it's funny how it's the little things in life that mean the most. Not where you live, what you drive, or the price tag on your clothes. There's no dollar sign on peace of mind, this I've come to know. So if you agree, have a drink with me and raise your glasses for a toast. And a little bit of chicken fried, a cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio up. I can see a sunrise, see love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child. No mother's love. Thank God for my life, for the stars and stripes, may freedom forever fly. Let it rain, salute the ones who died. things we love. I got chicken fried, cold beer on a Friday night, that fit just right, and the radio up. I can see a sunrise, see the love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child. No mother's love, get your little chicken fried, a cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio up. I can see a sunrise, see love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child. No mother's love. Everybody knows chicken fried. I know, that's a big one, overplayed on the radio, kind of stuff like that. Country music's best friend is a drop D tuning. Y'all heard of that? Dr. Star taught you about any drop tunings yet? Drop D?
We've not talked about it all.
Country music's best friend, Y'all hear, y'all hear that in country music? A lot of old, they call it the, what was it? Outlaw country. Outlaw country. Oh, speaking of outlaw country, back in the 90s, was it? Travis Tritt came out. Travis Tritt came out. My mom tells everybody that Travis Tritt is the reason for me and my brother being born. When my mom and dad walked, when my mom met my dad, my mom was brought into the band. My dad was sitting there singing Anymore, I think it was, by Travis Tritt. Y'all have heard Travis Tritt? Anybody? He came to Victoria last year. I went and watched him. It was the greatest thing ever. I love Travis Tritt. I didn't really get into Travis Tritt until last year when I heard him. And one of his, when he came into country music, he told us the story when he played. When he came into country music, people really didn't like him because he was more of a, it was when these like Willie Nelson, all these older country guys came in, and he came in with his outlaw country, and he was playing his electric guitar. He was playing his electric guitar really loud. People didn't like that, But I think he really brought a good change to country music, because then there's so many guys that came after him. You got Dwight Yoakam, Travis Tritt, Joe Diffie. I love Joe Diffie. I mean, I'm telling y'all right now, Joe Diffie is the best ballad singer y'all will ever hear. Y'all, they play. Sorry, that's probably my phone. Y'all hear a lot of. Yeah, I know y'all probably don't hear any of this stuff now. I know you don't. But back when he was big, you heard his stuff like Third Rock, his more non-serious songs. But Joe Diffie does a lot of good ballads. I mean, y'all know what ballads are?
Explain.
Ballads are, you've got your big fast songs. You're like club, I'm gonna go out and dance songs. But then, your ballad songs are sad songs. You can sit, not sad songs necessarily, but sad songs you can sit there and you can play guitar, and you don't have to have a full band to sit and play it. That's the way I see a ballad.
It's like a story.
Yeah.
Ballad's like a story.
Yeah.
Set to music.
Yeah. This is going to be Travis Tritt's Anymore. I can't hide the way I feel about you anymore. I can't hold the hurt inside, keep the pain out of my eyes anymore. My tears no longer wait. My resistance ain't that strong. My mind keeps recreating a life with you alone, and I can't keep pretending that I don't love you anymore. Let me make one last appeal to show you how I feel about you. Oh, it's true, 'cause there's no one else, I swear, holds a candle anywhere next to you. My my heart can't take the beating. Not having you to hold. Small voice keeps repeating deep inside my soul. And it says you can't keep pretending that I don't love you anymore. And I've got to take a chance or let it pass by. If I expect to get on with my life. My tears no longer waiting. No, my resistance ain't that strong. But my mind keeps recreating the life with you alone. And I can't keep pretending that I don't love you anymore. Anymore. Yeah, that's one of the proudest things. How much time do we have?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay. Y'all like Chris Young? Chris Young's one of the newer guys. I really like him. He come out with a new song. Vince Gill wrote it. Anybody heard of Vince Gill? No. I know Dr. Tharp's going to. Hey, Dr. Tharp knows everybody. Vince Gill is great. Vince Gill wrote this song. And Vince Gill's one of the older guys too. Vince Gill wrote this song for Chris Young. Said, "Here, Chris, come on, play the song." And Vince Gill actually does harmony on it. Can't really hear it, but it's one of the better songs out right now. It's called "Sober Saturday Night." I feel terrible. Some nights hurt my eyes. So I pull the shades and make my place as black as night. And I feel miserable. And I'm missing you and me. Another Sunday morning all alone underneath these sheets. No, I'm not hungover, it's true. But I'm still not over you. All messed up, all strung out. I was sitting at home, breaking down, not out there getting high. Underneath some neon lights, ain't no whiskey strong enough to make things right. I'm just getting over another sober Saturday night. Besides the pain, I don't feel anything. When my buddies call me up, I just let it rain. No, I'm not hungover, it's true, but I'm still not over you. All messed up, all strung out. I was sitting at home, breaking down, not out there getting high. Underneath some neon lights, ain't no whiskey strong enough to make things right. Just getting over another sober Saturday night. No, I'm not out there getting high. Underneath some neon lights, ain't no whiskey strong enough to make things right. Just getting over another sober Saturday night. Yeah, that's one of Chris Young's newer ones. One thing about that I know when I had trouble with, it don't look like it, but when I first started, I don't know if Dr. Tharp could ever tell, but when I first started doing live, Dr. Tharp actually brought me into the live music world, if y'all didn't know. He was playing at Rosebud downtown, don't know if y'all know where that's at. Rosebud downtown, he's like, Aaron, come check it out, maybe you can get a gig. I'm like, okay. So I went in, took my guitar, and the guy said, if you want to try it, you can. Dr. Tharp, took a break, and I sat up there. Funniest thing, Dr. Tharp had this pedal, the harmony pedal. I'm sitting up there playing, and I can't remember what I was playing another Chris Stapleton song back when he was in a bluegrass band. If it hadn't been, Adele did it, I think. But I'm sitting there, I hit the pedal, it's a harmony pedal, so I hit it when I'm going in the chorus and it sings my harmony for me. And then I turn it off and I'm sitting there playing, and then I go to sing like the very last chorus, and it just turns on by itself. I'm like, there's a ghost in this place. I knew it was old, but it's haunted too. And I was freaking out, but it sounded good, so it didn't, But Dr. Tharp actually, brought me into the live music world. I don't know, but I played at Rosebud a lot, he and Dr. Yehagi did, and his awesome band. Gosh, I still want to go see it. I still haven't got the chance.
Tomorrow we play at 3:15.
I
When do you go home?
Tomorrow I play at 6. I got a gig tomorrow night.
Only 45 minutes. It's at Victoria College if you want to come. Victoria College Student Center. It's a barbecue fundraiser for the VCC. It's called the United Campus Ministry, Victoria College, UHV. What can you tell these guys in the last few minutes? What would you give them as your word of advice for people who are thinking about music as a career?
Go for it. I'm not, no big star yet, but I've only played guitar for about 3 years. But go for it. Chase your dreams. I love this. I mean, if I had the choice, like right now, where we just moved, I don't have a job yet, so I sit at home and play guitar all day. The greatest life ever. I have a room, okay, and it's not no huge room, but the guy we moved in, the guy that had the house before, was a music guy, and he left guitar hangers all over the walls. So I've got a room, and it's strictly my, I call it my man cave because I got a TV and an Xbox and a recliner in there too. But I've got guitars and amps. My front wall is lined with amps, and I just plug in and I play all day. My mom's like, "Shut up!" And I shut the door, and I put, he left soundproof stuff, so I put it underneath the door to where she can't hear. I sit and play all day. That's all I do. I love it, and I play.
Oh, come on, your mom loves to hear you play.
Yeah.
She's
Sometimes
fun.
when I'm practicing.
And she'll get up and sing with you.
Yeah, my mom.
When you did the Rosebud, she would come up and sing with you. It was cool. Harmonies.
Yeah, she
amazing.
still does. My mom's amazing. You'll never find a harmony singer like my mother. I'm telling y'all right now. She's gonna be up on stage with me if I ever make it up there. But go for it. I was nervous when I still do get nervous. The first set when I'm playing. When I'm playing by myself, I'm not really worried because I don't have anybody else to mess up. But when I play with a band, if I mess up, they kind of mess up too. When I played at that gig in Angleton, the guys, I was sitting there playing, first set, and end of the first song, this bartender comes up and says, "How old are you?" I said, 19. She said, "Oh crap." I said, "What?" And she said, "I was going to give you a shot. You looked really nervous." And I'm like, was it that obvious? People can tell, but you just got to go up there and do it. Second set, I was like, no big deal now. I don't really care. These people aren't, actually listening to me. They're just going and dancing. So you just gotta, go for it. I love playing music. If that's what you love, do it.
Let's in these last few minutes, Aaron, give them a chance to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
You guys, some of you are thinking about music as a career. Some of you, Aaron's had lots of other jobs, so he can talk to you about where you get work around town. You worked at Lowe's.
Yeah, if you're 18, you can work at Lowe's. I don't know if they're hiring. I love working at Lowe's. I worked there for a year. I worked there until I left. I made $10.40 an hour starting out. They do yearly raises, but on March 7th I went up to $11.55 or something like that. It and crappy pay. Even when I worked during the slow hours, 'cause I worked outside. So even during from September, October to February, even during slow hours, I still never made under $100 when I worked a few hours. So it was really nice. Yeah, questions? Anybody got questions? Nobody got questions? You got that question, Dr. Tharp?
I'm just wondering how life in Midland is, and you filled me in pretty well. Are you going to go to college next?
I am. I got a call the other day from Full Sail University. Don't know if y'all heard of that. It's on TV. really expensive, but it's 32 months. You get your bachelor's degree, and I'm going to go into like recording kind of technology thing. They get but it's pretty cool. If they tell me like 4 months into it, they took me to their website, and 4 months into it, they send me this package, and it comes with a brand new Apple MacBook Pro, and it has all this recording technology and piano on it, and it's actually pretty cool. So I'm thinking about it. I'm either going to do that or like Texas State. I'm going to do like a couple years in Midland, do my basics, and then go to Texas State and do. They also have a recording technology bachelor's of science. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. This is what I want to do with my life. I want to do like minor in business. So if something happens, music don't work, I can always say, oh yeah, I'm minored in business. So
And if music does work, you'll need the minor in business to run your.
so
your
people
music.
won't screw me over. It happens. I'm telling y'all. My uncle. No. Yeah, my uncle. No. I can't remember if it's my great uncle or my great grandpa or something like that. Wrote songs. And my mom said my cousin went to Nashville one weekend for like a songwriter fest, played the song, and then weeks later, that song came on the radio. My uncle didn't copyright it or anything, or whatever he was, he didn't copyright it or anything. Yeah, so one of my uncles really good. I can't remember what song it was, but one of the really big, songs that were out, years ago. But it was on the radio, and he didn't get any credit for it all. So y'all anybody write music in here? You do? Yeah, copyright it. Even if you can't, I know copyright is not like way too expensive, but it can get costly if you write a lot of music. Copyright it. You have any poor man copyright?